Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another one of my daily videos. I hope that you have been enjoying it so far. Today I wanted to talk about 2019 trends that you already own in your wardrobe. And I think every single season a new trend, or actually a whole load of new trends, will pop up and you sort of feel like you need to try them all. And usually what that means is going out and spending a little bit more money on something that you may only be wearing for 6 months. Personally, I don't think that's the best way to do it, and so what I wanted to do this year was actually look at my wardrobe and see what trends I already had from items that I'd been adding to my closet over the years, and actually just pull those out again and restyle them in a way that felt modern and fresh. So what I'm going to do today is run through 6 trends that you probably already own in your wardrobe and also share how I would be styling those. The trend that I want to start with is one that I suspect most of you already have in your wardrobes, but it's suiting or tailoring or just cinched in blazers. One thing that I have seen everywhere, from the catwalks to street style blogs to just generally on Instagram, is girls wearing their blazers done up and then belted, cinched in at the waist, which I actually think is a really modern way to wear suiting. I personally love it and I think it looks really great, especially if you're wearing a long slip style skirt. I think that that elevates it a little bit and is a nice way to make it appear a bit more formal. And I also love how it looks with trousers and also denim, which is a great way to make the look a little bit more relaxed. Now there's 2 different ways that you can go about this trend. Either you have a blazer which has a belt built in. I do have one in that style, which was kindly gifted to me. I've mentioned this blazer before. This one's from a friend of Audrey. Now I personally would style this with a nice little pencil skirt. I think that would look gorgeous, belted at the waist with maybe a blouse peeking out the top and some nice high heels. I think that's a really great way to be able to pair that look for the office. For something a little bit more casual, I go for this check blazer, which was more of a trend piece last season, and this is something that I definitely am still wearing for the season ahead. Doing this up and then belting it at the waist and wearing it with some nice skinny jeans, and again probably some heels, but I think if you wanted to just take it down a notch and make it seem a little bit more relaxed, you could also wear some sneakers or some cute little ballet flats with it. The next trend is one that I am calling safari style neutrals. Now you probably heard me talking about this a lot over on my Instagram. I've been referring to neutrals, and when I've been saying that, I've been referring more to this season's trend of khakis, camels, beige, white or ivory, those sorts of colors, which have really just dominated the stores at the moment. It's something that I'm seeing coming up a lot, and my favorite way to wear this trend is head to toe. I feel like it's just such a look. It's much more of a statement. However, I also feel like it still looks very classic and timeless. Over on my blog, I have shared my tips on how to wear neutrals head to toe, and I'm going to link that down in the description box in case you guys would like to go over and have a read. The easiest way to do it is just match tones, so cool tones with cool tones, warm tones with warm tones, and you don't have to stick within the exact same color palette. So for example, I've got this really lovely little khaki tank. This one's from M&S and it looks really lovely when paired with, hang on, let me just pull this off the hanger to show you guys, when paired with this beige skirt. I just think, I'll show you in the cutaways, but it's just a really lovely color combination. It looks very fresh, very summery, and I think it kind of takes on that safari khaki vibe without being quite too literal with having that sort of the utility style pocketing, that kind of detail. So I'm personally really loving the neutrals trend, which you guys are probably quite aware of by now, and I hope you're not sick of me talking about it, but it's definitely one that I think I'm going to be continuing to wear throughout the rest of the year. The next trend that I wanted to talk about harks back to outerwear, and that is trench coats. Now I have seen trench coats be such a huge thing for this season, and I love it. I'm so glad to see such classic timeless silhouettes being made popular, because they should be the backbone of most people's wardrobes and the things that you don't have to rush out and buy new, which is fantastic. This one here that I've got is from Everlane, and I've had this for a number of years now. I am kind of on the hunt for maybe one that's a little bit more structured, or a vintage Burberry one, so if you've got any feedback on Burberry trench coats, I would love to know down in the comment section below. But essentially there is no really one way to wear this. You can wear a trench coat with absolutely everything, and it is the perfect transitional season jacket in my opinion. They should be waterproof in most instances, which is great if you get caught in the rain, and it's something that you're going to be able to wear beyond this season as well. But like I said, you've probably already got it in your closet, so you won't need to go out and buy one brand new. I will link some of my favorites down in the description box below, just in case you guys are on the hunt for one. The next trend I wanted to talk about is animal print. print. Now, this was a big trend last year, and it's something that we're still seeing popping up again on the catwalks this season as well, which I'm really pleased about because it wasn't necessarily one that I invested in last year, but it was one that I kind of trickled into my wardrobe in little small doses. And so what we've seen is that continuation of the leopard print, but also the introduction of other animal prints like snakeskin, which seem to be really popular at the moment. Topshop does a great pair of snakeskin boots, which I think are very chic. I'm gonna link those in the description as well. I've actually got two leopard pieces. So I have got this leopard print silk t-shirt from Equipment, which I bought late last year from The Real Real, and this has just been an absolute find. And I love pairing this back with more basic things so that it can really stand out and be the hero of my outfit. And then the other piece that I've got is actually a leopard print skirt, which I got in the style of that Realization Pass skirt, which is still very, very popular, and I have been kind of toying with potentially investing in the real thing. This one I like wearing with oversized knitwear. That's kind of my favorite way to wear it, or just with a simple basic tee. Again, I feel like if you're wearing animal print and incorporating it into your outfits, it should be the standout hero piece. So pair it back with block color items rather than going for pattern on pattern, because that can just look a little bit overwhelming and busy. The next trend is tight pleating. This was something that was all over the catwalks at Givenchy, Balmain, Preen, and it's something that you may already have in your closet. I know I did, but might not be the case for everyone. I will maybe link some of my favorite knife pleat styles down below, but this is something that I think is very elegant, and it's maybe a little bit more feminine than some of the other styles that I've talked about. So I've got two pleated items here that I wanted to mention. Again, I feel like with something like this, you want to make it the hero of your outfit, so just pairing everything back. But what I saw on the catwalks was a lot of knife pleating used in more tailored pieces, so things that were a little bit more elegant and that you'll be wearing for a special occasion. Now, if you want to bring it into your everyday, what I would suggest is, rather than going for a full-on pleated dress, which you may already have, maybe incorporating more of a pleated top. So I have this one here, which is from Elizabeth and James, which I bought last year, pre-loved. It's still available now, but you can kind of see it's got that knife pleat detail, and then it's got the wider pleats at the bottom, which I just think is absolutely stunning. Now, this also has the statement sleeves, which are also another big trend of the moment, so another one you might have in your closet. But what I like doing with this is just pairing it with something that is more basic, because it is such a key piece. So I would just pair this with some nice tailored trousers. I've worn this a lot with denim, which I think is a really nice simple pairing, and then I throw maybe a blazer on over the top, so mixing in a couple of those trends. Another way to do it in a more subtle way, so kind of more of a nod to the trend, and this is probably where I would say many of you may already have pleats in your wardrobe, is a pleated skirt. Now, I had a huge moment with pleated skirts, I want to say 4 years ago maybe, and it was something that I wore quite frequently. I had them in many different colors. I think I had a black one, gold one, blush pink one, and a white one. At the moment, I only just have this one here, which is in a beautiful kind of iridescent gold, which I think is very pretty. And like I said, it's more of a nod because it isn't that super fine pleating, it's a bit wider. However, it is still very elegant, very feminine, very floaty, and again, I would make this the hero of your outfit. So pair it with something very simple. I would go for just a plain white blouse with something that is this color, depending on the color scheme of the pleated piece that you have. You can obviously make your best judgment call, but that is how I would wear this, with some pretty heels or even ballet flats. Again, I just think that's a very nice way to wear it, and it sort of is a, like I said, a great nod to that trend. The final one that I want to talk about is going to be a very polarizing one. However, and I hate to admit this, but I'm actually really coming around to it. I didn't like it initially, but the more I've seen it, it's kind of worn me down. I think I spent way too much time on Instagram, but it is cycling shorts. And this has been such a big one, kind of like that whole sports luxe vibe. So we've seen it a lot at Chanel, Prada, Fendi. It's kind of been really big on the catwalks, and it sort of seems to be one that is not going away anytime soon. I actually have a pair of, these are just my workout shorts. I probably wouldn't go out and buy fashion shorts for this very purpose. That's why I said you might have them in your closet, but these one here are from Onzy, and they come, I would say, just a little bit above my knees. Now personally, the way that I would wear cycle shorts is by elevating them up a knot and pairing them with tailoring, which is probably the most common way that I've seen them worn, aside from with big oversized sweatshirts, which I think is also a bit of a look, but I would go for maybe more of a lightweight oversized sweater or a big oversized tee and pair that with a blazer. And I think that that's a very kind of elevated way to wear it. It makes it feel a little bit less like you're wearing sportswear. And then on my feet, I go for a dad trainer or something that's a little bit chunkier. I have seen quite a few girls wearing cycle shorts with strappy sandals, so that's probably a way to wear it if you want to elevate it again another notch and maybe take it to the next level and remove that whole sports feeling from the cycle shorts. And I also have seen a lot of people wearing belt bags around the waist, so maybe even worn over the top of their blazer as a belted accent. So those are the 6 trends that I wanted to talk about that you probably already own in your wardrobe. As you guys know, a big thing for me is shopping your wardrobe before you go out and shop new. And I feel like this is just case in point. A lot of the times we see all of these amazing new trends and we want to try them out, and my biggest piece of advice to you would be to maybe hone in on 1 or 2 that really match your personal style and really speak to the aesthetic of your wardrobe and can be easily mixed in and also last you seasons and seasons, rather than just being something you wear for 3 to 6 months. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new one. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye!